From divine brother of the light, Michael Lightweaver, a galactic fairy tale. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, there were all of these little light beings just hanging out, enjoying life in that joyful and timeless dimension. And then one day a very large, magnificent angel came to them. He had a very serious look on his face. He was looking for volunteers for a very important cosmic mission. We have this small but very special planet out at the edge of the Alcyone galaxy called Gaia. It is quite unique, like a beautiful garden, and it is teeming with hundreds of thousands of different life forms. It has been something of an experimental station in the galaxy, and it has a most interesting humanoid life form that incorporates the very highest and lowest frequencies known in the cosmos. It is in fact the very epitome of dualism. On the one hand, it is an incredibly beautiful life form and is capable of carrying the highest frequencies of love, light, and joy known throughout the whole universe. On the other hand, it is capable of carrying the densest and darkest frequencies the cosmos has ever experienced, frequencies which the rest of creation evolved beyond eons ago. Here is the current situation. Within the domain of time, this planet goes through periodic cosmic cycles. It is now coming to the end of two major cycles, a 2,000-year-long age of Pisces and the 25,000-year-long cosmic year in its journey around Alcyone, the central sun of the Milky Way galaxy. With the completion of this cycle, many things are coming to an end and many things are about to begin. But most importantly, the planet is experiencing an infusion of light that is dramatically increasing its frequency. As during any major time of transition, there will be a certain amount of turbulence. Some of this will be geological, for Gaia herself is a living planet and is also evolving, but much of it also involves the hominoid species that dominates the planet. This will not be a particularly easy time for the species, especially for those who are sleeping and those who are vibrating at the lowest frequencies. As the frequency changes, it will create insecurity, which in turn will create fear. The first era of evolution on this planet was the physical era, and the key word was survival. The second era, which is now ending, was the mental era, and the key word was logic. The third era, which is now beginning, is the era of the heart, and the key word is love. This is the highest frequency. Those who currently hold the reign of power on the planet are of the old order of the physical and mental. To the extent that they can make a graceful transition to a heart-centered and divinely guided life, it will be an easy transition. To the extent that they are unable to do this, they will experience much turmoil. So this is the current situation of Gaia. The reason I am here to seek volunteers who would be willing to incarnate in humanoid form on the planet at this time to help make this an easy and smooth transition. We have sent prophets and teachers in the past. Very often they were brutally persecuted or killed. In other instances, they were set up as gods to be worshipped, and these humanoids built elaborate religions and rituals around them, and used these religions to control each other. They did everything except follow the simple teachings that were offered. So this time we are trying a different approach. No more prophets, saviors, and avatars that they can use to create religions. This time we are sending in thousands, actually hundreds of thousands, of ordinary light beings with only two assignments. 1, stay in the heart. Regardless of what happens, stay in your heart. 2, remember who you are, why you are here, and what this is all about. Now that seems easy enough, right? Unfortunately, no. As I have said, duality has reached its peak on this planet. This species has perfected the illusion of good and evil. The greatest challenge you will experience is to remember who you really are, why you are here, and what this is really all about. When you remember, you will be able to stay in your heart regardless of external events. So how will you know when you are forgetting? It is easy. Watch your judgments. The moment you notice that you are in a place of judgment, you will know that you have forgotten who you really are, why you are here, and what this is really all about. This will be your signal. Now here is the challenge. Life on this planet will require a great deal of discernment, wise evaluation of what is true, what is appropriate, and what is for the highest good, both for yourself and for the planet. In many ways, discernment is similar to judgment. However, you will know when you are in judgment and when you have moved out of your heart, when you are in a place of blame. Know how challenging that this planet can be. We know how very real the illusions on this planet appear to be. We understand the incredible density of this dimension and the pressure you will face. But if you survive this mission, and it is a voluntary one, you will evolve at hyperspeed. We also should say that we know that some of you will go to this planet as starseeds, will never germinate, never awaken to the remembrance of who you really are. Some of you will awaken and begin to shine, only to be choked down by the opinions and prevailing thought forms around you. Others will awaken and remain awake, and your light will become a source of inspiration and remembrance for many. You will incarnate all over the planet, in every culture, every race, every country, every religion, but you will be different. You will never quite fit in. As you awaken, you will realize that your true family isn't those of your own race, culture, religion, country, or even your biological family. 144, continuing to quantum flash in. It is your cosmic family, those who have come as you have come, on assignment to assist in ways large and small in the current transition. True brotherhood and globalization in its highest form will come only in remembering who you really are, why you are here, and what this is really all about. It will come as you return to the true temple of divine presence, your heart, where this remembrance takes place and from which you are called to serve the world. So, are you ready? Good. Oh, and by the way, there are a couple of other minor things I should mention. Because of the density, you cannot operate in that dimension without a spacesuit. This is a biological suit that actually changes over time. There are many things we could tell you about this, but our orientation time is short, so I think you can just jump in and experience it. You should be forewarned, however. There will be a danger that if you forget who you really are, you may think you are your spacesuit instead of the fact that it is simply your vehicle in that dimension. Once there, you will notice that there is an infinite variety of spacesuits and a great deal of attention given to these. However, in spite of the infinite variety, because this planet of duality, they all fall into two basic categories, called genders. Again, we really don't have time to go into this now, but you will find your relationship with your own spacesuit to be the most instructive and interesting. The other little thing is this. In order to operate in that dimension, you will also receive a microchip called a personality. This is like an identity imprint that, along with your spacesuit, will essentially make you different from everyone else. This will allow you to participate in the hologram there, something they call consensus reality. Once again, there will be a real danger that you will become so engrossed in the holographic personality dramas that you will forget who you really are, and actually think that you are your personality. I know it sounds rather unbelievable right now, but once you get there, again, there is so much more we could tell you by way of orientation, but we think you can learn the rest experientially on site. The only thing that is important to remember who you really are, why you are here, and what this is really all about. If you can do that, everything else will work out fine. But take note, so few really do remember this. They stand out as different, and others call them enlightened or awakened and similar terms. Strange, isn't it? Well, good luck and bon voyage. From MichaelLightweaver.com.